Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on today and whatever time you'll be watching this video. This episode of As the Tarot Turns is brought to you on purpose with purpose. I am your host, Nacho Mama. Some people call me Crystal, some people call me Criddle, like Riddle with the Z. Either way, Nacho Mama is a personality, not a person. Today we're going to read for the collective of Leo, the Leo collective. See what sort of messages Spirit has for y'all today. What sort of energy you are going to need to be aware of. Be aware of is the right word. You know, something that you might find yourself in, something that you might find the people you're around in. You know, just the energy that you need to be aware of for Leo. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that little bell notification. Drop down and say hello. Hello. Sup, y'all? Howdy. How's it going? Imagine everyone having a great day or evening. And with that being said, let's just get started. Leo. Universe, please use me as a conduit to express the best message for whatever Leo needs to hear today, for whatever energies they need to be aware of. Leo, what sort of energy does Leo need to be aware of? Please and thank you. Samo to be. Amen. Leo, what energies does Leo need to be aware of? Please and thank you. Samo to be. Amen. Leo. One more shuffle. Nine of Wands. So not everybody's out to get you, all right? You might have had this feeling that everybody was out to get you, and that you're taking on more than you can handle. You know, that things are just kind of falling apart, that nothing is working in your favor, taking on more than you can chew. But you will have a message that is of love. You know, you might start something new in love. You got the Page here, which is usually either children. You might be around an artistic child, not autistic, maybe autistic, but artistic. You know, you might have a child or a younger energy that is going to show you some of their artwork. You know, going to share their artwork with you, and I think you'll find some joy in that. But it feels like you've been taking on more than you can chew, you know. But you do have a new energy, a new message of love. But I think that you felt like you were, like someone was out to get you, that everyone was out to get you, that nothing was working in your favor, you know. And with the Ten of Wands, then you are definitely taking on more than you can chew. So either you might decide to start something new, something that you love more, you know, than whatever it is that you've been doing. Or you might have some sort of child come in and try to express their love to you. Or maybe this is a child that is taking on more than they can handle. You know, that they feel the weight of the world on their shoulders, like it's their responsibility to make all the adults happy, you know. And maybe you need to have a sit down with this child. We have the King of Wands. So that is somebody that is very in control of their emotions. You know, very in control of their emotions. Very matter of fact, you know, very well traveled. The Page of Pentacles. You know, your burdens might be from taking on more than you can chew at your work. But you definitely have this overall energy of carrying so much, you know. Try to, one of the things that us empaths do is we absorb everything. That's how we feel everything, right? Well, try to learn how to observe without absorbing all that's not yours to carry. Because lots of times we carry so much that's not ours to carry, you know? We take on responsibilities that aren't really ours to take on. We carry emotions from other people, you know, that don't even have to do with us. So learn how to be an observer without being a complete absorber. You know, learn how to let go of what's not yours to carry. And the Hangman. I know this younger energy doesn't see it any other way. If you're dealing with a younger energy that's taking on more than they can chew, they don't see how there's any other way out, you know? They're not trying to see things from any other point of view. They're not content with where they are either. Or this might be you. But we have the Queen of Swords on top of the King of Wands, with the Nine of Wands in reverse. So underlying, like, you felt like that you might not have been good enough, that you aren't capable of running your own, your own kingdom, your own legacy, your own castle, but it looks like you have a very supportive partnership here with the King and Queen of the King of Wands and the Queen of Swords. So the King of Wands is very in control of his emotions, his passion, and the Queen of Swords is very truthful. That doesn't matter if the truth hurts, it's the truth. Not going to spare your feelings just because it hurts somebody. And the King of Wands is very much like, I'm not going to spare my passion because it'll hurt me, The Seven of Pentacles. So you might have a lot of different things to choose from, a lot of different paths and opportunities. You're definitely seeing some sort of fruit of your labor, that some of the hard work is paying off, but you're not sure in which direction you want to go with it. The Queen of Cups. I would say go after whatever it is that inspires you, whatever makes you be the best you that you can be. If there's a job position that, it highlights all of your attributes, I would say go after that. If there's an artistic avenue that you would like to pursue that, just brings out the you inside of you, make sure you're paying attention to those things. But you have a lot of support around you. So, let the people that are trying to be supportive of you support you, because you do have people that are there that are just trying to be there. They're just there for you emotionally. They're there for you passionately. They're there for you in the truth, or with the truth. Because before you might have felt like you were bound, bound to some sort of job opportunity, bound to a situation that's keeping you, stuck. But in all reality, you're stuck in your own mind, Like there's nothing that's actually tying this person to you. There's nothing that's actually tying you to this situation. It's more of a choice that you've made to tie yourself to the situation. You might have tied yourself emotionally, financially, physically, and I think that you need to release some of those bonds that you have, some of those mental bonds, a financial bonds, a spiritual bond, and learn to not absorb everything. Not all of it is yours to carry. Just because somebody is going through something emotional doesn't mean that you have to go through the emotions with them. You can observe and be supportive without absorbing those emotions as your own. I think you've absorbed way more than what was yours to carry. So I think you need to learn how to let go of some of those emotional bonds that you have to the people, places, and things that you're doing, You might be closely related or closely in contact with somebody that is going through something really super harsh, but that doesn't mean that you have to carry those emotions. A lot of times people expect us to do that as well, especially if we're really, really connected to them. If they're sad, they expect you to be sad, and then when you're happy and they're sad, then they get mad at you for being happy. But it's not your fault that they're sad. Those aren't your emotions to carry, and it's not your responsibility to fix them either. So I would just say to try to observe more than absorb. All right, like take a real close look at what is actually your true emotions towards something. What is your responsibility to feel emotional towards? I mean, we take on so much, like especially when we have loved ones that are going through something. Then we absorb those energies and act like they're our own. Then all of a sudden we're in the same exact position that they are, and that's not really doing anybody any good, So make sure you're doing yourself and everyone around you the favor of actually taking responsibility and accountability for what is yours to let go. What energies do you need to let go of, because you're really bound and tied to something that is burdening you. It's more than you can handle. It's more than you can carry. And I don't believe that all of it is yours to carry in the first place. So I think you need to take a real good look at what you're carrying and why, and then decide if that's something that you actually are responsible for. Like, is this emotion of sadness that I'm carrying right now, is this actually mine, or is this observed and absorbed from someone else? You know, because we are programmed to feel that should be our natural response. You know, if the person that we're loving is having a bad day, then we're automatically supposed to have a bad day with them, and that's not true. It is not your responsibility to carry those emotions, as well as it's not your responsibility to fix them either. All right. So make sure that you do some reflecting and adjustments to what is yours to actually carry and what is not. All right, Leo. Pretty sure these are your messages. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you so feel inclined. And until next time, Nacho Mama out. Beep beep.